can you see my screen? Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So here today we will discuss about subsets. I think in the last class I have given you some clues or hint on subsets. So here today we will discuss in brief, in details, all the definitions and some points on subset. So suppose you have a set capital A whose elements are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now from this from numbers from 1 to 10, you have to choose the odd numbers. Now what are the odd numbers from 1 to 10? 1 to 10, the odd numbers.
3, 5,
Five,
7,
seven, and
9.
9.
1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. So this 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9 are the odd numbers between 1 and 10. Now to represent the set of odd numbers, I'll write the set of odd numbers less than 10 is equals to curly bracket 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. So this is the set of odd numbers less than 10. Now see this set, I named that particular set, the set of odd numbers less than 10, as a capital B. Now you have two sets, capital A, the numbers from 1 to 10, and capital B, the set of odd numbers less than 10. Now see, if you notice these numbers, if you see the numbers 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9, you can see that these numbers are also the members of a set A, because here in set A you have 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. That means this particular numbers 3, 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9 are also in set A. Okay. So or you can say that every member of class B are also members of a class set A. Is it true that every member of set B are also the members of set A? But set A has some extra elements, and those elements are 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. These are the extra elements which are in A but not in B. But 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9 are the elements which are in both capital B and capital A. So here I have written that here all the elements of a set B are the elements of a set A. Is it true that all the elements of set B are the elements of a set A? So, but set A has some extra elements. Yes, set A has some extra elements 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. These members 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10 are in set A but not in set B. That means A has some extra elements. So in this way we can say that B is a subset of capital A. So why B is a subset of capital A? Because all the members of a capital B are also the members of capital A. Okay? So if all the members of capital B are also the members of capital A, then we can say that the smaller set capital B is a subset of the bigger set capital A. Why capital A is the bigger set? Can anyone tell me why capital A is the bigger set? Yes?
Number, ma'am.
Hello?
There are more extra number is there.
Yes, there are some extra numbers are there in set A. So that's why set A is the bigger set. Okay. Then suppose this time I will give you one example. Okay, that bigger set will be same. A is equals to 1 to 10, and now you have another set, a small c, capital C, the set of even numbers less than 10. Now the set of even numbers less than 10. What are the elements of set of even numbers less than 10? What are the elements you will get?
2, 4, 8.
2, 4, 6 and 8. Now this 2, 4, 6 and 8 makes the set capital C. Now can we say that capital C is also a subset of a capital A? Can we say that capital C is also a subset of a capital A? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, because every member of a capital C, that are 2, 4, 6 and 8 are also the members of a capital A. And the members of capital A are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So that's why in this way also we can say that capital C, that means the set of a real number, the set of even numbers less than 10 is also a subset of a capital A. Okay. So this is about the subset. So what is a subset? You know that what is a subset. Now come to the formal definition of a subset. So here in subset we'll write that it follows from the above definition that every set capital A is a subset of itself. That means if you have a set capital A with any number of elements or any elements, then obviously set A is a subset of itself. So always remember that every set is a subset of itself. And next point is, since the empty set phi has no elements. So we have already discussed the topic empty set. What is an empty set? So what is an empty set? What is the definition? Empty set. What is the definition of an empty set?
Sets with no element.
Yes, the set which does not have any element. Now since empty set phi has no elements, we agree to say that phi is a subset of every set. That means suppose you have a set capital A and the elements of capital A are like the previous one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So obviously from the definition of empty set you can say that the empty set is a subset of capital A. So always remember these 2 points, that a set has two obvious subsets. First one is the set itself and second is the empty set. Okay, so every set is a subset of itself as well as the empty set is a subset of every set. Okay. Now next is the set Q of rational numbers is a subset of the set capital R of real numbers. And we will write that capital Q is a subset of capital R. So here it is given that Q, the rational numbers, is a subset of real numbers. And the rational numbers will represent by capital Q. So that's why capital Q is a subset of capital R. Now see, this represents the symbol of, this is the symbol of a subset, where this open side always indicates the bigger set and the closed side always represents the smaller set. So here Q is a subset of capital R. That means Q is a smaller set compared to the capital R. That means the real number. Okay. Now if I say that N is a subset of Q, is it true? The set of natural number is a subset of rational numbers. Is it true? Capital N is a subset of capital Q. Is it true? The set of natural number is a subset of rational numbers. Is it true? So what is a rational number? Any number of the form P by Q is known as a rational number. Now, natural number will start from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's why every natural number is also a rational number. So in this way, we can say that n is a subset of rational number. Again, n is a subset of whole numbers because n will start from the set of natural number will start from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and so on, and the set of whole numbers will start from 0. That means, see, in compared to the natural numbers, set of whole numbers have one extra element 0. That makes the set of whole numbers a bigger set compared to the set of natural numbers. So that's why we can say that capital N, the set of natural number, is a subset of a whole number W. Okay? So always remember these relations. And there is one more point, that is, let capital A is equals to 1, 3, 5 and capital B is equals to x, such that x is an odd natural number less than 6. Then we can say that capital A is a subset of capital B as well as capital B is a subset of capital A. So hence, if capital A is a subset of capital B and B is a subset of capital A, we can write that capital A is equals to capital B. Okay, then the two sets are equal. So this is the definition of subset. Are you clear about the subset? What is the subset? All of you are clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you see my screen? Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So here, so next is the power set. Now, what is a power set of a set? Suppose you have a set capital A whose elements are A, B and C. Now the subsets of a capital A are, see, if you have a set capital A and the elements are A, B and C, then the subsets of a capital A are, first of all, you can choose only one element. That means what small a is a subset of capital A, small b is a subset of small a, capital A, and small c is a subset of capital A. Now these are the subsets containing only one element. Next you choose two elements. That means you can choose AB as a subset, then you can choose AC as a subset and EC as subset of capital A. So these are the subsets of capital A containing two elements. And the set itself, we have already discussed that every set is a subset of itself. Okay. And the last one is a empty set. You can write the empty set with two curly brackets, the inside no elements, or you can use the symbol pi. Okay. So these are the subsets of capital A. Are you clear how to write the subsets of any set? So let's do one more example. Suppose you have a set capital B whose elements are 1, 2, then write the subsets of capital B. Now tell me the subset of capital B. B has two elements 1 and 2. So what are the subsets of a capital B? First of all, you choose only one element from capital B. So I will write 1, then next I will write 2. Next I will take 2 elements. So 1, comma 2. Now if I choose 2 elements, see it becomes the set B. So this is the set B. Then I will choose the empty set. Okay. So these are the subsets of a capital B. Okay. Now if I have 3 elements. Now tell me the subset of capital B. Tell me the subsets of capital B. I have written 4 subsets. Then okay, erase this. First of all, you choose the subsets containing one element. So 1, 2, next 3. Then you choose 2 elements, 1, 2. Then I can write 1, 3. Next I can write 2, 3. Then write the subset containing 3 elements, 1, 2, 3. It becomes the set itself, and the last one will be the empty set. So these are the subsets of a capital B. Now all of you, are you clear how to write the subsets? See, this is a very important topic for your exam. So are you clear about how to write the power set or the subsets of any set? Are you clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Can
Yes,
you
ma'am.
write the subset?
Yes,
Okay.
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Then write the subset of a capital B whose elements are 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now write the subset of capital B. You can use your copy. I am giving you 5 minutes of time. You can write. Try to solve, try to write the subset. So first of all, the subset containing one element. So what are the subsets of a capital B containing one element? Yes, tell me. 1, 2, 3 and this
4.
time you have one more subset. It is 4. Next subsets with 2 elements. Okay. So first one you will write 1, 2, 1, 3. Then you will have 1, 4. Then 2, 3. Next 2, 4. 2, 4. And you will have one more 3, 4. Now you have to write the subsets with 3 elements. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. Next you will have 1, 2, 4. Then you come to the next one 2, 3, 4. The set itself, that means you can write the whole set or you can write capital B and the null set. Okay. So how many subsets you will have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and I think you will have one more subset. Here you can write 1, comma 3, comma. So this 16 subsets you will have for the set capital B. Okay. So are you clear how to write a subset? All of you clear? Can you write a subset of any set? So next is the definition of power set. So here the definition of power set is a power set is the set of all the subsets of a set. That means first of all you have to write all the subsets of a particular set. Suppose here I am writing the subset of capital A and these are capital small a, small b, small c. A comma B, A comma C, B comma C, A, B, C and the empty set, and if I write all this under one curly bracket, then it will become the power set of the set A. Because here why you have to give this curly bracket? Because the power set is the set of all the subsets of a set. So if it is a set, then you must put the curly bracket. So here curly bracket, then you write all the subsets of capital A. So this will become your power set of capital A. Okay. Now see, if you count the number of subsets of a capital A, see, you count how many subsets are there for capital A. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. You are getting 8 subsets of a capital A. So, total 8 subsets. Now, how many elements are there in capital A? 1, 2, 3. That means 3 elements. And total number of subsets is capital. Total number of subsets of capital A is 8. Okay. So now you have 3 and 8. You have two numbers 3 and 8. Now as a mathematics teacher, I always want some formula. Okay, everything I want to write in terms of formula. Now my aim is to write this connect 3 and 8 using one particular formula so that that formula we can use in other sets also. Okay, so let's see how we can connect this 3 and 8. Okay, so here if I write 2 cube is equals to 8. Now see 2 cube is equals to 8. That means if you multiply 2 3 times you are getting 8. Okay. So in this way I can connect this 3 and 8 and this 2 is fixed. So 2 cube is equals to 8. So here you can write that the power set is the set of all the subsets of a set, and so if a set has n elements then its power set contains 2 to the power n elements. That means suppose you have a set suppose you have a set capital A which has 4 elements, then the power set of capital A will have 2 to the power n elements. So you will have 2 to the power n elements, or you can write 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 is equals to 16 elements. So if you have a set with 4 elements, then without writing all the subsets, you can say that yes, it must have 16 subsets. Okay. While writing the subset, you can use this formula and you can verify. Okay, suppose you have a 3 element set, then you must have a 8 subset. Suppose you are writing 7, that means you have missed somewhere one subset. So you can again look for that subset. Okay, so this is about the subsets and power set. So always remember the formula. If a set has n elements, then its power set contains 2 to the power n elements. Okay, are you clear? All of you
Yes,
clear?
ma'am.
See, if you have any doubt in any concept, please let me know. We will discuss. Okay. Otherwise, see, if suppose in one chapter you have two doubts, next chapter you have three doubts, then there will be more doubts than the concept. Okay, because you will have your MCQ type of exam, so it is very important to clear all your doubts because the question will come from the single point only. So you must clear about all the concept. Okay, so this is about the power set and the subset. So
Hello.
hello.
Ma'am,
Yes,
can you
yes.
please show the 10 and 11 slides?
10 and 11 for this.
I want to take it.
Okay, okay. See, if you want that PPT, I can share the PPT in our WhatsApp group. Here, this is 10 and 11. Okay. Now, here I have discussed about the number of subsets and the total number of elements and the relation with the subset. Okay. So here I have written the subsets of capital A. We are having 8 subsets. Okay. Now in capital A, we are having 3 elements. Now to connect this number 3 and 8, so 3 and 8, so I am using this formula 2 to the power 3 is equals to 8. Okay, why 2 to the power 3? This 3 is the number of elements in this particular set. And this 2 is fixed. Okay, this 2 is always fixed. Suppose you have 4 elements. Suppose you have one more element. So A, B, C, D. Now you have 2 to the power 2 to the power 4 is equals to 16. Now you must have 16 subsets. Now what are those 16 subsets? So let's count. So A, B, C I have already written. So left is D. So next you will write D. Then A, B, A, C. You will have one more A, B, A, comma, D. Okay. Then write B, comma C again B, comma D. Next you write the subset with 3 elements. I have already written A, B, C. Then there is one more A, comma B, comma D. Again you will have A, comma C, comma D. Next the set A, B, C, D itself, that means the set itself is a subset. Last one is the empty set. Now count the total number of elements. Here we will have C, D. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and again one more is left. So what is that? So here you can write one more D, comma C, comma. So these are the 16 subset of a capital A. If capital A has the element A, B, C and D, that means the 4 elements. So here 2 to the power 4 is equals to 16. So you must have 16 subsets. Now try to write all the 16 subsets. Okay. So these are the 16 subsets of a capital A. Okay, clear how to use this formula, particular formula? Hello? Are you clear about the formula?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. For your convenience, I will do one thing. I will share this slides, the power set and the subsets in our WhatsApp group, so that if you have a free time, so you can have a look on it. Okay. So this is about the power set and subset. And always remember these two are very important for your exam. So please, if you have any doubts, again I am repeating, you just talk to me. We will discuss and we will do some problems also. So next class we will do some problems on power set and subset. Okay. So today I will stop here.